Some of the interesting things Colombia offers to its history is the geography. It is located close to the equator where the people can grow lush vegetation and crops. The Andean Cordillera is a mountain range that encompasses the west side of Colombia where most people live today. Two river valleys that allow passage from the Atlantic coast to the center of the country are the Magdalena and Cauca river valleys. Today, one of the most productive agricultural areas is the Cacao Valley. Stores to resources that have built its economy. Some of these resources they possessed are gold, coal, silver, and platinum. The Cordillera Oriental has been a source of rock salt, marble, limestone, and most importantly, the emeralds. Some of the crops that Colombia has used to further their economic ventures are sugarcane, coffee, corn, potatoes, and bananas. During the late 19th century, coffee, tobacco, and quinine was the first effective Western treatment for malaria, would serve to help Colombia to rebuild its destroyed economy because of their civil war. Another export they possessed at their disposal was cattle, used for leather, hide, meat, and milk.
Compared to other colonies, Colombia was slow to abolish slavery. Spanning from 1821 to 1851 was the abolition. Part of the reason was that slavery was integral in Colombia's gold deposits and sugarcane found in the Choco, Antigua, and Cauca regions, as well as the emerald. Despite abolition, Colombian societies did not accept former enslaved people into daily life. Instead, the Colombian governments began using the process of miscegenation in order to dilute the population of Afro-Colombians. Due to this, many Afro-Colombians moved toward jungle regions and indigenous territory. The Choco region in particular saw a large influx of African Colombians that continues to the modern day. Even with this migration, the Colombian government continued to attempt to displace Afro-Colombians in order to create sugar, banana, and coffee plantations in their territories.
Colombia, officially the Republic of Colombia, had by 1819 made arrangements for a regular government, which created the Republic of Colombia, also known as the Gran Colombia, which lasted from 1819 to 1830. The Gran Colombia had a brief existence during the war. Subsequent civilian and military rivalry for public office and regional jealousies led in 1826 to a rebellion in Venezuela led by General Jose Antonio Páez. The 1850s brought manumission to 250,000 slaves in Colombia. Adherents of federalism were strongest in the years between 1863 and 1880, during which time the country was called the United States of Colombia. The power of the anti-clerical faction reached a peak in the early 1860s, and a revolutionary government headed by Mosquera expropriated church lands in 1861, and a constitution adopted in 1863 granted freedom of religious practice, thus bringing to an end the traditional intimate relationship between the church and the state of Colombia.